Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. Let me turn this off on my watch and see if that still keeps working. Well, hallelujah, there you go. I think this is October 24th, but I can look and see if I put on my glasses. This is October 24th. This is the afternoon. We've been to see Dune. This is Flosstube number 95. So I always film on Friday, but we were traveling on Friday. We were on the road about 8 hours coming home. We went to up in the Ozarks and spent the week up there. We had a really great time. I didn't get a lot of stitching done there. Y'all, rooms are not set up for stitchers. I don't know who they're set up for, but it is not for stitching folk. I take my light and I try to raise it up on all kind of precarious things. You know, you get this susicle looking thing going on because you have the ice bucket and a book and then your light on top to try to raise it up so that it's over your work. Insanity, insanity. So now if you used, like if I used a hook or a Q-snap or something like this, you know, you could probably put the little light on there and that'd probably help, but I don't. And so that was something else. And I can't stitch in the Jeep. The wind catches it too much and I just cannot stitch in the Jeep at all. So on the way, I got no stitching done. On the way back, I got no stitching done. And not while I was there, I didn't get a lot of stitching done, but in between Friday and when we left on Monday, everything got a little bit of love. So I'll start right straight in with whips. And we will show first, and I think I still got a string going on this one because I was working on it this morning. This is my 2x2. It's Sisters and Best Friends. And he is my adorable little Noah in the yellow slicker. He is so dang cute. And he's on a piece of 28 count even weave that I just dyed myself with some, let's go ahead and grab the thread over here, the little side. I think it's Caribbean blue and gray, probably, if I had to remember. But I pulled the needle out and just left it like this when we went this morning, when I left this morning. So I've got my cows finished, and then the boat, that's the bottom of the boat. So you can see I don't have just a whole lot. There's the little wiggly waves under it. And then there is the words 2x2 after I finish out the boat, and that's the bottom of the boat right there. So it is really moving along. So I was thinking I'd be done with it this week. And if I had been able to stitch, hey Patty, what you do? You gonna get in the window? Do you wanna come be on the video? I think not. She just shook her head at me. So I didn't get hardly anything stitched on it while we were there. I hate that when I don't get stitching done, I feel antsy. I feel antsy when I'm just sitting there. Unless I feel really bad, I need to be doing something with my hands. Unless I'm feeling like real bad, real tired, I need to be doing something with my hands. And so when I don't stitch, I feel like antsy or something. So the whole time we were there at the thing, I'm just feeling because I can't stitch good. I got a little done, but not much. So I took that with me, and I took 3 things with me to try to see if I could get anything done. You know, just in case. Some things the light's better, some things other things are better, but okay. I took my First Cox Crow Sal. This is our Sal with Dottie and Lori and, oh my gosh, so many of y'all, but I don't have my glasses on to read the list. But I am loving stitching on this. This thing, I've changed all the colors up, if I can find it. Lord. And I didn't put anything on a board because like I said, we came in from the movies. James Williams has gone in there in the bedroom, so I hope y'all don't hear him watching TV over me talking. But these are the called for DMCs, and I've added some of my Wicked Stepmothers in there with it. I added in Jack and Diane, I the Tiger, Violet and Blue, and this Purple Rain. So I've just added, and you can't see the ones that. The purple's very good, but added those in. I didn't want mine to be so super orangey. So the border on this is so pretty. I love the little diamonds and the little diamond smaller one in between. And I hope that's right where that's supposed to be. This is so pretty and so fun to stitch up. So I did the rest of this second row, the rest of this, I did this border. I think I just had I had part of the orange done right here. And then I went further down this side. But I'm loving working on this. This is just really nice to stitch on. And I'm just having all kind of fun, just pulling out the colors and changing them up as I go. That's a lot of fun. With my gigantic Sonic drink, because I was dying of thirst when it came out the movies. It is a Diet Sprite with vanilla. It's pretty yummy. I don't drink a lot of cold drinks, but that's one that I really like. So I'm having a lot of fun with this one, and then I do want to stitch this one too. So there was that one. So that was the second one I took, and then I took my Spook House selfies, thinking maybe I could work on it in the Jeep while we're driving, if nothing else, because it's on Ada. It's on that Ada that I dyed. Nope. The pattern for it is, this is the Jabco here. And so I'm filling in the jack-o'-lantern there, his jack-o'-lantern face. And I thought that surely while we were driving, I could just fill it in. But I mean, I did get a decent bit done. But I didn't get him finished. This is just a scrap of Ada I had in my stash. I dyed it with apple green and camel, if I remember right, Rit dye. But it is so cute, and this is the DMC thread pack that comes with it. It was a gift from one of y'all. Let's see here. And they're so cute. The color's so cute. I have had a lot of fun with it. But I really thought I could fill that in as we were driving down the road. But I can. We were hoping to see the leaves, and the leaves had started. They were pretty, but they had not. We laugh now that we're like we're not meant to see the leaves at peak season. It's not for us. This is the second time that we have made a purposeful trip. Like, this is the whole of our trip to see the leaves changing. Nope. We've been to Hot Springs. We've been up in Missouri last time, and it ain't for us. James Williams uses there's a little thing online that tells you, what week to go and everything. And he said, next time you have to pick it. And I said, look, I just think maybe we're not meant to see the leaves changing. That's not for us. Like I said, they've started, the maples especially had a lot of color on them. And I think it was the ginkgos that were also the yellow and everything. But there was just, we figured because we went 2 weeks later than we went the time before, and 2 weeks or a week after this or something, it said it would be like you'd missed it, right? And so we thought, oh yeah, here we go, we got this. No, so we got in late Friday evening, and then the girls were here with us yesterday while Micah and Justin went and helped Killian Bebe get stuff done at their new place. So they did not, it's just easier to do any kind of construction work without kids around, right? And we hadn't seen them all week, and so we were missing them. So they came and stayed with us yesterday while Mike and Justin went and worked. So that we had a very event-filled drive home, which I get a nervous wreck if we're on like more than 2 lanes. I want to lose my mind. I feel like I'm in some kind of Mario Kart thing, and I don't like it. So on the way back, we did the 2-lane roads, which I like much better. That makes me much happier. Then I worked on My Love Is Not All by Wicked Stepmother. And this is just, I did the PDF, and my printer does not make pretty colors. It is so much prettier when I'm working it up. And I just, as you can see, this week I was just trying to get some done on everybody before we left. So I just, whenever I get done that night, I just left my needle sitting there. So I come all the way across and down this side. So I finished this way and came down. I was, I think, about, I don't know, maybe here, somewhere around here. So I came all this way and came down. And then I don't remember if I had started the second row yet or not of my letters. So I'm having a lot of fun with this guy. I decided to use the Sulky, and I think it's 4007. It's what that border is across the top and down the side. And then this is Gassed Cherry Bark. This linen is, I think, Vintage Rose, a 32 count, maybe Vintage Rose. But I'm loving working on this. And a lot of y'all sent me really good ideas and laughed about y'all's initials because, like I said, James Williams spells jaw. And I hadn't thought about the fact that since it'll be all capitals, it won't look quite as much like jaw. But I'm one of those people, and see, James Williams uses architectural writing. So most of the time we write in my most comfortable way of writing, the way I feel best about my writing, and I don't send it to people because I feel like you probably shouldn't, is in all caps. It's nearly like, it's like architectural writing, and doing the construction field, that's what he always uses. And so that's how I'm used to seeing words. I use either small case or big case printing most of the time. And if you'll notice on my samplers, I do small case because I don't like the way the D looks big. It looks like an O, and I don't like that. So 1/1, I just usually use small case, and I'm not that important either. So, you know, the small case D is fine. I know it's not a big hit on my psyche or anything like that. But several y'all said do them, you know, like the monogram with the W and the JA like that. And then I think Ann suggested just do his JW and my DL, which I happen to think he's James, you know, I told y'all before, he's a third. So I could do JW and then the Roman numeral 3 under there. So, and then on mine DLL. So I'm thinking about that. So y'all sent me all kind of good ideas and suggestions and things to try to get away from feeling like it looked so much like just jaw. But my daddy is J-A-L, but since that's not a word, that don't bother me. Keely is K-A-S, but since that's not a word, it doesn't bother me. It just really bothers me that it's a word, and I don't know why it gets in my brain so much, but. Then my last two, I did get a little bit on my Quaker pumpkins. I got my next pumpkin going here. I don't remember last week if I think I'd taken this guy out and finished him and fixed him. And then I started, so there's 5 pumpkins in all, and 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. So I'm started the 4th little pumpkin. I don't know where I'm supposed to be here. Yeah, there we go. So this guy here, I started. And he is super pretty. I hope he's showing up okay. I guess I can put him under here. He's kind of, I feel like he's kind of see-through. Maybe. There we go. I feel better about that. This is, what did I say? I didn't have what I was supposed to have. One of them I'm missing. So I used Gassed Sarsaparilla on here. But I am loving this piece. I love the way a Quaker piece looks. I wish I didn't have such a hard time stitching on it. And I do appreciate the rest of y'all that are chiming in saying they're hard for y'all too, because it makes me feel like an idiot. I mean, I am like, what in the world? Hello, Patty. But it kicks my butt. But it is beautiful. This one looks like, let's see, we're on this one right here. So I'm stitching, my gosh, I can't look at it backwards. Look at this one right here. Lord, that looks completely different this way. If you had asked me, I'd have said it looks completely like floral, like a leaf. Completely. And then when I turn it this way, it looks like more like a quilting star. That's so crazy how your brain looks at things different when you flip it. But I am loving stitching on this. It's a beautiful design. So pretty. And like I said, I have all the called fors except for one, whatever that one's supposed to be. So I used gassed sarsaparilla for it. And these colors are just, they're so pretty and very fall. It's a very fall palette, and it's just a beautiful design. And I just wish that my brain liked it better than it does. But it is so pretty. So I'll have this one, and then I have one more little one on that side, and then just all the like the quilting stars up above it. I'm not gonna put the words. Let's see here. I'm gonna leave these words off, so I probably will just put another little quilting star there and not put the little birds, since I'm not gonna have two little birds down here. I'll probably just leave him out, even though I think he's real cute. I'll probably just leave him off though. And I'm trying to rush this along, y'all, so James Williams doesn't have to sit in the room any longer. He's being very nice and being in there and being quiet. But like I said, we just got through seeing Dune. We want to see it. We love to go see movies when we're on vacation. We like movies anyway. And so we saw all the movies while we were gone. Because, you know, we don't go out at night. We're old. And so we don't go out. So we went one night to see Venom. Y'all know I love comic book movies. We went to see Venom. It was cute and fun. You know, it's a little gory, but I love me some Woody Harrelson. So he always does great. And he played Cletus to a T. And so that was great. And then I wasn't too sure about it, but I love Ryan Reynolds movies. He's always funny. And we went to see Free Guy. And y'all, if you get a chance, that is the cutest movie. It is so cute. Even James Williams enjoyed it. And it was, you know, we grew up with CJ being a gamer. He gamed from the time he was little. He used to play Mech Warrior online when we had a computer, and he had to play it with the keys and I think he used the keys and the mouse. And he would be playing at adults, you know, and he would holler at me, Mom, come in here and tell them how old I am. And I'd have to go in there and tell him that yes, he was really in grade school, and he was just a little kid, because he has always loved gaming. That's always been his thing. When he was little bitty, he started playing, I guess the Mario was the first thing he had. And he loved it. And he played it and played it. He loves Zelda. And when we get him one for his birthday, you know, on your birthday, you have your birthday party. He'd like to have it on Friday night or Saturday night. And he'd get a new game. And the night after he got it, I'd go in there and find him the next morning sitting in this little chair. He had a little, like a school chair in his room that he played his game sitting in. And he'd be sitting there, and he had to fallen asleep holding the little controller in his lap, sitting straight up in that chair. A lot of times he would beat the game before he would ever fall asleep, but he would be out. And so that and comic books, that was my foray into, I'm a terrible gamer. He tried to teach me how to game so many times, and he would say, Mama, you can't be dead already. I'd be dead already. I have no gaming skills, like zero. less than 0. If I got better, I'd be 0, okay? That's how bad my gaming skills are, so terrible. And he tried to teach me numerous times, and finally we just gave up. But I've always loved to watch him play and have fun with it. And then his comic books, he was a big X-Men. He loved the X-Men, and so we had all the X-Men comics and cards and figurines and all these things. That was his thing. Keely was always outside in the dirt, farming, hunting, anything like this. CJ has always been a gamer. That's always been his thing. So we've always loved those. But it is such a cute movie, and it's based on like a video game, but you don't have to like playing video games or understand them to love the concept of the movie. So cute, and besides the shooting like in a game, and it didn't be gore, I don't remember it being gory or anything like that. It was very clean, movie. We really loved it. So if you get a chance, that one was a surprise. But then I got to work on Jessie Watson a little more. I am loving my Jessie Watson. This is a Sal with Barbara the Raspberry Stitcher, and we are having the most fun. She divided it up so we stay on track, and it is just a blast with this thing. So I can't remember if I'm right on track or working ahead, but let me see if I can hold this guy. Maybe I'm gonna have to use the 2 clips on this one. I did grab a board for these big ones because it's hard to hold them up without them flopping over one way or the other. There you go. So I think this month we're supposed to meet our little border here. So I worked on it some more. I got this up here. I just need to put my little red. I'll do it when I fill in some more of the red little berries. And I do know I missed this here. I don't know how or why. I can't remember if that's where I stopped one day. So I've got to go back and add the little berry here on this side because it got cheated somehow and left off. But this thing is beautiful. It is on a 32 count golden needle linen from Floss and Fabric. It is so nice to stitch on. It's pretty even, and if you were looking for a linen to start on, something like this, if you don't have an LNS, contact Lynn at Floss and Fabric. She's really sweet, and a linen like this, it would be a good one to start on because it's not hard to see the holes, and the slubs in it aren't giant and things. So it's really been a love stitching on this thing. This was my first Hands Across the Sea to stitch, and the chart is so clear, and it comes to you in several different ways, and it has a little story. I'm gonna do it like that so you can just see a little bitty bit of how big and clear it is. This is not hard to read. It's not hard to see. It is just a very, very nice and well done chart. It is just precious. And I think this is one of the little gems. And Nicola has a set of them called Little Gems. And so they're not huge samplers. So this is on 32 count, and it's not too big. So if you also wanted to take a foray into samplers, this is a nice size. And I was so impressed at how well it charted up. It was charted up and so easy to read, because I do have problems seeing the charts sometimes. Sometimes they're hard for me to read. And so this one, I really appreciate when they aren't a battle to try to read it. That is super nice. And then I did finish up the little stitches on my Bent Creek pumpkin flower, which was shared last week. Let me push it over this way because I rolled it all up while I was holding it. But I just had to finish out going across, and I don't think I did it before I left. I mean, I don't think I showed it last week. I think I did it on Friday. But all the little awls are done. Let's see if I can get this like this so I can show it. This one is super sweet to stitch. I'm sure it's still available. It's not big. The pumpkin is Waxahachie, is the name of the thread the pumpkin is, by Frankie at A Wicked Stepmother. And so I just had to finish up my little specialty stitches all the way across on each one. So it's rice stitch, Smyrna, eyelet, Smyrna, and rice stitch. And this little thing is so cute. It just really is cute and stitched up really quick. So I've got a whole stack of things that hopefully I can get FFO'd this week. Hopefully. I'll put it right over there. I did grab a couple of historic finishes that haven't showed up back here, and I'm running out of time. Because I have I moved my other little tree. These are out of one of the Cross Stitcher magazines a couple of years back. If I could hold on to them, they are. Well, there you go. And they're little witches. And I think they're by Lucy Heaton. I'm not sure. But this was, I ordered a big piece of Purple Ada, and I did numerous things in Purple Ada that year. One went to Micah and Hannah, and I really enjoyed these. Stitched up super quick, and they're not prim really, but they are adorable. And this was one of my first times finishing things, FFOing things. So it was like this to make little ornaments. So that was fun. And then I used some more of the purple to do what I sent Micah and Hannah were the small prairie schoolers on there. So if you're not into prim, but you like prairie schooler, I did this in, Lord, where are my glasses? Right here. Let me see when I did this. 2015. So if you love, if you think you love prairie schoolers, but you don't really like a prim design, this is on Purple Ada, and as you can see, it changed the whole thing. It really puts a super kind of a modern, funky, fun twist on it. I'm sure I probably ordered this from, I used to order from, I think, Garibaldi's Fabrics, and it was the place I knew to get this Purple Ada from, but I'm sure any LNS or the online shops can get it for you. I know 123 Stitch carries like 1,000 colors of everything. I know Fabrics by Stephanie does, and probably Be Stitch Me has something like this, but it really gives it a completely different look if you're not into prim, but you want, I mean, if you look at their designs, not as prim, just as what they are, it's really just a beautiful graphic design. I mean, they are beautiful graphics. And so it just a different way to like think about a design. You don't have to stitch it the way they did. I guess it's where, and this is my Thank Autumn. It's a Lizzie Kate, so I'm sure 123 Stitch has it. Let me see if I can tilt it like this. I didn't have any Ada I wanted at the time, so I just took some that I had. I'm sure it was a piece of probably fiddler's cloth or beige Ada one. And I just used the fabric medium, Lord have mercy, with paint, with acrylic paint, and mixed it with the fabric medium to kind of get it spotted-y like I wanted it. And it came out great. Like I said, this is Lizzie Kate, Thank Autumn. They have one for every season. I've done the Thank Summer and Thank Spring. I'm not sure if I've done Thank Winter yet. I can't remember. But it's a fun little stitch. Stitches up quick. And I used to put glass on everything because we are so dusty here. But I really prefer it without it. Glares so bad it makes me nuts. But this is, I don't know if y'all know, Midlothian is the cement capital of Texas. I don't know if it is of the world, but it is of Texas. So there's cement plants all around us. So it is dusty as all get out around here. Okay, now, I did my questions. That was one thing I could do in the car. I could try to get my questions done in the car. So I'm gonna try to read these. I may have to put on my glasses. Usually when I film, I don't put my glasses on, my contacts in, because it's easier for me to read without my glasses and having to take my glasses on and off. It's a pain. But when I go see the movie, of course, when I'm out doing stuff, I put my contacts in for distance so I can see the movie. So I have my contacts in right now, but maybe if I push this way back here, if I can read my own writing, that's gonna be the other thing. Tara did let me know that, I did not know this, that Hobby Lobby linen is a Zweigart base on their linen. So if you're curious to try some things and you don't have access to a lot, Hobby Lobby's linen is a Zweigart base. So if you like a Zweigart base, that's what theirs is. And Becky and OG and Karen. Becky and Karen, I'm just south of Dallas. So here is Dallas and Fort Worth, and here is Midlothian and Waxahachie, and I am in between. I'm actually, my house is closer to Waxahachie than Midlothian, but it gives me a Midlothian address. So, and OG Stitcher, yes, accents are real funny things. Like I said, my computer, anything I try to talk to, if I try to do talk to text, the things it types up is unholy half the time. So it's just best to skip that completely. And Cindy and Deanna, yay for fixed eyes. I remember when I had my PRK done years ago, I used to be way past legally blind. I mean, James would tease. If I had my glasses on instead of my contacts and I went close to the window, he would say, "Step away, honey, you're gonna fry your corneas." Nicey. Because my glasses, even plastic, as compressed as they could get, and they were like this, you know, on the outside, they were that thick. The kids would say they were like drunk glasses. They were like, if you could just put these on, they know how they're gonna feel if they're drunk. They wear mom's glasses, because they were terrible. So I had the surgery. He did tell me that they might not stay the way my eyes are, but that they would never go back to being really bad like they were. And that as I aged, I would have to have, you know, readers like everybody's eyeballs do. So probably 10 years, I went and didn't need anything. I don't know if it would have like lasted longer if everything I did didn't cause like really minute, because I stitch and then at work I sculpted, and so you're looking at really tiny things and painting, and so you're looking at really tiny things all the time. So I'm wondering if that did make it change faster. I don't know. But I can still see, like I said, when I film, I can see myself on here, and then it's easier for me to see what I'm writing. But I do, to see things clearly far off, I do need contacts in or glasses. So I usually wear contacts because I do not like wearing glasses. They never feel good. They hurt your nose. They hurt your ears. They make me feel weird. I guess I'm too spastic or something. I turn my head and it's like there's parts that you can't see and then they come in focus. I don't like it at all. So I prefer to wear contacts, and Cindy sent all these fun things that I did not look up while we were driving. So Cindy sent, I think I ate that when I was up there, poutine, when we were up there in Canada, and rapeur and tourtière. I probably said all those wrong, and I meant to look those up, Cindy, and I just now saw my writing about them, and I forgot. And creatively chime in. If you're coming to Hatchie, holler. It usually doesn't work out. I've tried to meet several people, and something is usually in the way, but holler when you're going to be around. And it's never happened yet, but it's going to happen one day. I'm going to get to meet somebody. Who knows? Okay, and now Barbara and Sherry's husband. I literally like to have vomited because peanut butter and bologna, nope, y'all, nope, just no. That's a no. That's hard pass. I don't like bologna anyway. I don't like my food already chewed up and smushed back together. I still have teeth. I got all my teeth. Got giant teeth like alligator. I don't need my food chewed up and smushed back together for me to make me feel like I'm having solids. I don't like weenies. I don't like bologna. No, just no. That is not my thing. I have a cousin and I swear I don't think Robbie ate anything but fried bologna. We would be having, whatever we were having, roast, fried chicken, turkey, it didn't matter, ham, and Wanda would make Robbie a fried bologna sandwich because that's all Robbie wanted to eat was fried bologna sandwich. He ate fried bologna. He lived on fried bologna. I don't know if he still eats fried bologna. I should ask Laura, his sister, if he still lives on fried bologna or not. But that's all he wanted to eat. But the thought of eating it with peanut butter, now y'all, I don't even like peanut butter and jelly because jelly is not my favorite anyway because it's slick. And I don't like that. And that peanut butter and that slick jelly is not okay for me. And so the peanut butter and the bologna, I can't even think that would just be really slimy. No, that's a hard pass on that one. It even made my eyes go out of focus. Lord have mercy. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we do have these good tips. Okay, y'all send in good tips for the chronic because the chronic is a whooping. And everybody sent in that the chronic is beautiful, but it's a whooping. Whooping. And I'm glad that we're all in the same boat. So let me see my little tiny writing. Okay. 518 Stitcher says, this is great, to cut the chronic thread and then put fray check on either end. And you let it get dry. It doesn't take but a second because you just need a little dab on there. And then it'll keep it from fraying. And then, Cindy and somebody else sent in, she used something else. We'll get to that in a minute. Cindy sent in that she uses Thread Magic. She used to use Thread Magic, but she can't buy it anymore. And now she uses Thread Magic Round that she gets out of the Annie's catalog. So, if you're having to use chronic because it is so beautiful, and then one of y'all said, which I was dying, that somebody separates it. And I'm gonna get to that, I think I wrote it down. That you and Chris maybe? That one like to did me in. I can't even. And Cindy, Giga Aggies, go Aggies. I'm not a sports person, so that doesn't, but I do have 3 little cousins. They're not little, they're in their 20s, let's be honest, but they're little, they're the age of my kids. At A&M right now, down at A&M. Shell bought a house down there and is gonna sell it, when she's done. And that way she didn't have to do rent or anything. And she's rented out the rooms. And one of my other cousins is living in one of the other rooms right now. And the other one's on the football team. I've told y'all Alex Zettler is on the football team, is my cousin's baby. So all these are my sisters, are my cousin's babies. So Shell is actually my niece. And my cousin's son lives with her and rents one of the rooms. And so that's worked out really good. But they are all very happy down there. And I know y'all Aggie fans, y'all are tight with each other. And, okay. Oh, Mika says the paper stitching isn't bad. That the paper's real thick when you do like the Mill Hill kits and stuff. Because I was worried because I'm such a crazy stitcher that I'd bend it or something, And I've wondered about the people, you'll see them in, I've seen them in antique stores before. The big, it'll say usually welcome to our home or something, and it's in big satin stitches, and it'll be on perforated paper. And how in the world did you keep from messing it up? I guess they must have put it on some big kind of a frame and then, did like this because there was no way you couldn't roll it or fold it or it'd show. So I've often wondered about that. So I am anxious to try. The Mill Hill kits are cute. And then I believe it's Sam Sarah that in the Halloween issues a lot of time has a little paper ornament and you use the little brads to make the little arms and legs like movable. It's so cute. So thank you for that encouragement, because I've often wondered how sturdy that paper really is. Elena says that she used Quaker Pumpkins silk, and she used Silks for You PR 178, and she says it's a yellow, orange, a maroon, and a pink, and she's doing like all the pumpkins in it, and I bet that is gorgeous. I'm dying to see that. So when you get, you'll have to send a picture when you're done with that, Elena, because I bet that is beautiful. And let me see, y'all. I'm not used to wearing my glasses. I'm having a hard time writing with my glasses on. Oh, Jeannie, ask about Halloween Night of Revelry back here. I stitched it years ago. It is in, I think, one of the Just Cross Stitch magazines. I believe it is. Anyway, email me. Email me about that, Jeannie. I love stitching that. I have a couple of the other pieces by Lisa, the Primitive Needle, and she would have turned out a million fabulous things right now, but now she's stitching in heaven. So I love every one of her patterns. So, but email me about that. Oh my gosh, Jamie. Oh, you did make me feel better about JAW. And like I said, I didn't think about it till you said, it would be in all caps. So thank you for that, because that maybe won't be so weird. And Frankie, I'm glad I enabled you to go buy a pattern, but now I'm gonna need you to go sit down and stitch that thing. I know, you're working like a fiend, but you have got to get some relax and some stitching time in. Oh, and Dottie, I'm sorry about the shingles. The worst. My eyelid is doing something funky again. You can kind of see there, it was completely gone and now it's come back again. I guess I'm gonna have to give up, end up going to the dermatologist, because I don't know what's going on with it. It was completely better, and then all of a sudden it popped back up again, so yay. But I am so sorry that you have the shingles, because those stink. But my daddy says Roger Moore is the best James Bond. I was always a Connery fan till Daniel Craig, but my daddy is hardcore in the Roger Moore lane. He's not swerving. So you got some backup on that one. And I'll find Annie a mallow cup. She said that since Annie doesn't like really the chocolate or the nougat, or she cuts everything off, that a mallow cup has just a little bit of chocolate on the outside and the marshmallow on the inside. My friend Sarah made homemade marshmallows one time, and she said they were real good. I didn't try them because I'm not a big, that marshmallows aren't my bag. And Suzette, y'all are just chasing those trees. You went from Texas to Colorado to Washington. Y'all just chasing the beautiful trees is what I think. And, oh, Raspberry Stitcher stitched the Margaret Ann Rollo, the little small pillow, on 36 count straw. And I went and looked, she sent me that she had stitched the small of it. And it's on her Instagram, I think on January 1st. It's one of the ones on January 1st. And it is gorgeous. It's on 36 count straw, Week Style Work straw. She said that's what she stitched hers on. It is beautiful, beautiful. So I may have to get me a piece of that to do mine on. And Karen, you can come sit with me and Patty Penn, because she said she ain't liking to talk to nobody either. And that she preferred just to sit and have somebody else talk. So Karen, just come on, sit at the table with us, and I'll talk enough for everybody. Morgan, I have family in Fayetteville. Jerry and Austin Sparks in Fayetteville are my family. And so we did not get quite over there while we were up there this week, but they're right there in Fayetteville always. And we say buggy. That's what we say too. Will you get me a buggy? And that's what we mean shopping cart. Like, get a buggy. Do you want a buggy? If you're just going to be getting a few things, which I always get a buggy because I never get just a few things. If I'm going to have to go into the store, I'm going to fill that buggy up, because I ain't liking to go to the store. Going to the store is not my happy place. If I'm going in the store, I'm going to get a buggy and I'm going to fill it up, because I ain't trying to go back. I have a friend whose husband goes to the Walmart every day. Let that sink in. every day. No. No. Ain't no way I'm going to. If I have to go to Walmart once every 2 weeks, I'm hard pressed. Every day? No, not happening. Not gonna happen. And oh, Kendra and Darren Dizzy. That's who Kendra said. Her and Darren Dizzy separate their chronic. What? How is that even possible? It's gotta look like my hair when I get up in the morning. Kendra, I need to see this. I cannot imagine trying to work with that and it, because it's all kinky like this where it's wrapped around each other. I can't. Thinking about that even makes me a nervous wreck. And the ADHD stitcher and I are kin somehow. We have way too many things in common. So we're either kin somehow or we're the same person somehow. So that's going to be interesting to find out. And Char, congrats on grandbaby number 2. That is super crazy exciting. And I hope mom and baby are both doing really good. But that is so fun. And Carol, yes, Padme is here to stay. I don't know if she's over here in the chair looking at me. Patty, you want to come get in the video? Huh? You want to come get in the video? I think that's a no. But she has been a good girl, even especially with us being gone again so soon. But Mike and the girls came by and played with her every day and, you know, stuff. So that was good. Okay, Jan and Dottie said, when I said that I left an area, you know, because the Amish did that, they said the Amish do in their quilts and everything, they call it the humility block because you're not supposed to try to, nobody can be perfect but God. So you're supposed to have a humility block in your quilts and stuff. And then Ernie said that the Native American people do the same thing, that they leave a flaw because only the creator is supposed to work in perfection. So I do like that, and that makes me feel better about my pieces. So there we go. I think that is everything. I did get Happy Mail, and then one of y'all say share at the end so I can remember. Oh, I was going to show y'all this. I tell you all the time about my chicken stick, my favorite candies. And I don't know if you can get them online or what, but I ate half of this one on the way home. But see, it's we say chicken stick, but it's a Chick-O stick. It's a chicken stick. And it is like, kind of like the inside of a Butterfinger, like that. And then it has like toasted coconut on the outside. It says it's crunchy peanut butter rolled in toasted coconut. And it is so good. This is the best candy. And that is surprising for me to say because it doesn't have chocolate on it. And I love me some chocolate. But it doesn't have chocolate on it and it's still the best candy. So that is saying a lot of things. Now I'm going to try to keep all this straight because Micah put things to the side for me, and then I tried to make a list so I wouldn't mess anything up while I was gone. So Bunny Martins sent me this, and this is so cute. I'm gonna try to get this all right. This beautiful tin. Show me this beautiful card first. And she says this is in the town her parents live in Portugal. And that the building was destroyed originally, and then the 2 towers were left standing. And then they've redone the rest around it. But isn't that beautiful? I love it. So thank you for sending the beautiful card. And then this beautiful tin. And it is gorgeous, and I can already think about what I could be putting on this in front of it too, because it is gorgeous. I love galvanized metal. It makes me think of tin roofs. Now, these are girls gonna throw a fit because they love gummy candies. And these are from, I hope I don't miss their name, Sweeners. But they're gummy lobsters. They are gonna have a fit because they love them some gummy candy. I like gummy candy. They love gummy candy. Love it. So they're gonna be super excited. So thank you for that. And then she sent me, I'm trying to figure out how I could do this without them all rolling away. So they're probably gonna try to roll away. Did I get them all out? She sent me all these beautiful anchor threads. So there's reds and greens and browns. And I'm gonna try to put them back in here, because I bet one goes rolling away, Patty will have a fit. There's a burgundy, and then it's not really a mauve, it's just a lighter burgundy. It kind of looks mauve-ish on there, but it really is just a lighter burgundy. So pretty. And then there is this black and this sagey green, which is really sagey green. It looks kind of blue on the camera. Everything's looking, I guess, a little more blue today, including me. And then a white and an off-white. So thank you. But she's Betty Martin's, but she's Mariana. And I appreciate it so much. Beautiful card and all these fun things. I'm gonna put that one to the side there. Said Mike and the girls picked up packages for us while we were gone in the mail and came over and loved on Padme, so she wouldn't feel lonely while we were gone, because that's a lot. Then Jenny sent this huge package that was here, and I've let the girls have part of some of them. Then we're gonna do the rest this week. But she sent me this beautiful card. Look at that bird. I think that's a goldfinch. It is goldfinch and lilacs. Look at there. I've got to do some of these sleighs. These Foxwood Crossing sleighs. This one is Morningstar Santa. He is beautiful. And then this book. Well, first she sent these for the girls, and they've already taken some of them. We played with some of them, and then they took them with them to work on today when they were with their mom and daddy. They were gonna go finish up over there. And then she sent me this book. It's called Santa's Remembered. And I have some Santa books, but I do not have this Santa book. Y'all, if you see this thing anywhere, look at that. Oh my gosh, it is fabulous. A Victorian Santa. Look at this one in the blue. I don't know if he's supposed to be, I don't know where the blue, is that a French Sammy? That he wears the blue coat? I mean, this thing is just chock full. Then here he is with the deer in the background, which would look fabulous with my other deer one that I have in there. That would look beautiful together. There he is, Santa and the little girl. I mean, it's just full of them. Look at this one. He's like an evergreen guy. He's now kind of like a green man Santa. This thing is chock full. So it's called Santa's Remembered. So if you see this thing anywhere, it is fabulous. She said she came across it and she already had it. So thank you so much, Jenny, for the beautiful book and the patterns and the little craft things for the girls. Because not only did they love them, but they needed them today when they were going to be with their mom and daddy while they were working, while we went to see Dune. Then Jude, sweet hey Jude, who got sick, and I am so sorry that you got sick. That is awful. Sent me these fabulous patterns, and these two, I'd never seen this designer before that I know of. So she sent me this fabulous little note, and I hope that didn't flash there because I'm trying to keep it up. This one says it is 5 friends, and this one is Wicked Web, and it's by K-E-S-L-Y-N-S, Keslins. So cool. And then I've seen people stitch this one. This one's a Sue Hillis, and it is so cute. Yes, I can drive a stick. It is adorable. That thing is so cute. And then a Tiny Tidings, Lizzie Kate Tiny Tidings, and October Snapshot. Here. So cute. This is, there's another one else, December Snapshot, I think. These snapshots are by Sandra Wergman, Pine Mountain Designs. So cute. And they're just little sectioned off. And they all come together like this. It is adorable. I hope that wasn't too blurry like that. And then a package from Frankie. They also have these little waxers. And I gave the other one away she sent me. And so I'm going to try this one. I should have tried it the last time, but I was afraid. I don't know why I'm afraid of wax, but I haven't used it before, so it makes me scared. And I'm going to try holding this up this way so we can see the colors. This is Gray Ghost, and this envelope is kind of whitish gray. So that's Gray Ghost, Cinnamon, then there is Nutcracker, which I have used it before, and it's gorgeous. It's Nutcracker. And then a new one, completely new, all the way around for my eyes, Winter Wonderland. Look at that. It does just look frosty, kind of a frosty. It's green and frosty, minty looking. I love it. So thank you so very much, Frankie and Rhonda, for sending those. And I was opening my mail and having so much fun when we got back. I'm gonna put this in so one there I need one, knock it off, the whole thing, because we can and we will. So thank y'all all so much for my happy meal while I was gone, and I will get my thank you notes, because I do keep, I have a book that I keep it all in and keep track of everything to try to be sure everybody gets a thank you note, because that's important. The only other thing I think I have to do today is do the share. The pumpkin flower sampler by Bent Creek, and it goes to Christine Pobachik. Christine Pobachik, if you will email me your address, I will get that in the mail. I didn't get anything else ready to send out, but I know I have a couple from last week still, and then this one, so I didn't get one ready for today, but I'll have one on Friday. And hopefully, I'm hoping on Fridays, I hope if I say this, it'll make it happen. Friday will be a FFO-a-thon, and I'll have all the FFOs. So I'm hoping that's what happens on Friday, and I get them all done. So I am gonna jump off here. I hope y'all have a great week, happy Sunday, and enjoy your stitching. Bye.